seems like everybody wants me to start doing stuff like I'm about to have a hip hop.
Is that what it is? Everybody trying to get you out there?
Yeah, man. I'm like, man, wait, why are the invites at me prior to? Now it's like getting close to game time. Then
Here come the invites.
yeah, my good friend just texted me, you want to play golf in October? No, I don't.
No,
You might
won't.
be. You might
You
be
just
ready.
never know.
Yeah, I'm not going to be ready.
No.
I'll tell you, today I went to my prehab orientation, and she let me know that it's going to be a minute.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that, I just think that, you got to go through it to get to it,
Yeah.
and I'm ready to get to it. I'm ready to get back to normal. So
We know this time next year you'll be running around, doing cartwheels.
I don't know about that.
Whoa.
I
You
don't
ain't
know
supposed to do
about
no
that.
running. You can't cross your
know about that.
legs. Can't do nothing.
Hell, I can't do that now.
You might be able to do that.
Man,
you just never know.
lady was giving me all these instructions, like when you get in the bed, you want to put your left foot out, and then you sit your butt down, and don't go above a 90-degree angle. This is a 90-degree angle. I'm like,
Sound like you're gonna be doing a hokey pokey.
That's
I know,
exactly what I was
You put your left foot in.
and then she's like, you got to scoot on the bed, and then you turn around, and then you lay down. I said, man, this ain't no orientation. I've been doing this for 2 years.
This is my norm.
This is my norm. Show me something different. So I brought home a walker today and everything.
Yeah, he had a walker.
Dang, it's real, ain't it?
And I hadn't had a drink in 8 weeks, but today I had me a beer. I said, I gotta get something to get, because I gotta
calm down a little bit.
I gotta register this shit. This shit's getting
down.
real. Shit's getting real.
When he brought the walker in, I was like, show me how you going to be doing.
Hey, tell him, say, do the stanky leg. Do the stanky leg.
Show me how you
Do
going
the
to be doing.
stanky leg. Hit one.
Well, yo, what's up? This is That Louder Podcast. These are these two clowns beside me. Of course, I am Will Richardson.
And I am your girl, April.
Latanya_Rich.
Hey, look, we've been gone for what?
2 weeks?
2 weeks, 3
Yeah,
weeks?
something like that.
Been traveling. What happened? I traveled last week,
And
and the
then
week before that.
Houston was the week prior.
Yeah, you were in Houston.
Yeah.
And then, you stayed at home.
Well, okay, yeah, I stayed at home. I had to stay at home.
What he have to do with?
She bust me out.
You were at
Hey,
home.
man.
I had fun at home, though.
Yeah, what kind of fun you had?
What you
Don't
do?
worry about it. Don't worry about it.
What you do?
Don't worry about it.
But that's why we've been gone. So we got a lot to discuss. And, of course, it is campaign season. So we're going to also introduce to you another candidate that is asking for your vote and your support. Early voting is September 15th. And then voting day is October 5th. And so we'll get to that in a second. It's a lot of things that have happened since we last got on the show.
Yeah.
The girls' trip.
Yeah,
How was Houston?
hot.
That's all you can say about
It
Houston?
was hot. But it was nice. I think we got in on a Saturday, which was nice. Flight was really good. It wasn't as crowded. Jumped down and we got straight into it. We hit up a couple of restaurants, went to a couple of day parties.
Okay.
But the interesting thing was it's been a long, long time since I did a girls trip. And normally with me with girls trip, it's family, it's my sisters and things like that. But this was like a girls trip with people that I knew, and then some people I didn't quite know. And so it's after day one, well, that night at the pool, it kind of got a little catty because everybody has their idea of routine and everybody has their idea of where we're going to go. Do we have reservations? Oh, there are no reservations. Oh, everything became a thing. So I don't know. Would I do a girls trip again? I don't know. I don't know if I would if I didn't know everybody involved.
Yeah, you got to kind of handpick those trips like that.
Of course,
you know
of
what I'm
course.
saying? But see, guys, we don't have that problem because you know why? Because we don't do guy trips. Guys don't go anywhere. And we got to start going places, guys. Guys talk about guy trips. Guys talk about guy trips.
There's nothing wrong with guys' trips. I think guys
I just
should
think-
go on a guys' trip.
I think the reason why guys don't go on guys trips is because women make them feel
They
so
go-
bad about going on a guy
The
trip.
guys trip, it gets a bad rep.
It does get a
just-
bad rap because you
you
got
know.
that one friend
Yep.
that's gonna be like, "Hey man,
Right.
we free this weekend. Excuse me, we can do whatever we want to do," and the peer pressure be real.
Yeah.
Y'all don't have that problem in y'all cliques?
We do a lot of prayer and
Now we did go to a day party. We had a good time at the day party. DJ, 2 separate rooms.
Yeah.
It was like a thing. The food, like it was a vibe. Like shout out to Houston. It was nice. It was just hot.
One of y'all friends with the church on a girls trip?
Yeah,
Sure did. She went to Joel
Osteen
Osteen church.
Sure
I woke
did.
up that morning and I went downstairs and I was like, she made a bed and everything.
See what I'm saying? That's what we do on girls trips. We go out.
So I text her. I was thinking she's out doing Starbucks or something like that. I hit her up. She's like, no, I went to church. And I was like, oh, you did? And then she put it on her stories. She was at Joel Osteen church. She was there a good little while.
Did she come back with some money?
No.
Because he got that shit packed in his walls. In his
It was
church.
packed.
He got money behind the walls.
It was
and
packed.
everything.
So,
I for
From what
real,
I
man.
seen.
Y'all know about Joel Osteen?
Yeah, I heard
Okay,
about what they
okay.
said about.
They
Is
said-
it true?
I'm going to tell you something. If I'm going to do anything malicious and I go to Houston, what's the name of his church?
I don't know.
The Potter's Fingertips.
That's not the Potter House is TD Jakes, the Potter's Fingertips, because you think the man's stealing. Ooh-wee.
shame on you.
I'm going
Now we
to
ain't
his
gonna
church.
let you sit up here and talk about pastor like
You're
that.
talking about Joe like that. That is
I'm going-
not what you're talking about.
I'm going to his church. I'm going to walk in like I'm a member. I'm going to go to the restroom. And I'm going to have me a little sledgehammer. I'm going to be banging on walls. Because I'm reaching up in
You
there.
so wrong. You so wrong.
Feel that stuff.
She said it was a little lengthy, but she had a good time.
Yeah.
She said it was a really good time.
So to piggyback on what you said about women, yes, we do like meditation and prayer and just time away from just the norm. We're not there to try to get a roster
No.
or
No,
to
of
go out
course
there
not.
and to just
Of course
be
not.
with just know anybody.
Of course
That's
not.
just like that's just not
Right.
that's not our energy.
Right. A bunch of single women.
Yeah,
And y'all in Houston.
Yeah.
And y'all just around there just like
exactly.
empowerment group.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I had the privilege. It was the first lady on the trip.
Oh, yeah.
See?
I won't say the name, but I was like, "What's up, first lady?" She was like, "No, I'm not first lady this weekend."
Oh, she took that title off.
Yeah.
I'm not first
'Cause
lady
it
this
just
weekend.
be kind of
I
stressful.
just wanna,
So you just
I
wanna
just want to
be
get away.
away from everything and just peace
Yes.
and quiet
Was
and
she-
tranquility.
Was she drinking?
I cannot disclose that information.
No, that's what we don't do.
I'm saying she drank water.
To pass is to play. Okay, so I'm gonna say yes, she was probably drinking, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got the right to drink. I mean, the first lady of all people should be able to have a drink.
should, but you know it's not common.
It's frowned upon.
Yeah. Well, not in Houston.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Moving on. Hey man, I'm just saying.
Oh,
But guys, so we do guy trips. Usually it's gonna be sports related, you know what I'm saying, or entertainment related, you know what I'm saying. You get the occasional guys that want to go on a hunting or a fishing trip, but mostly it's gonna be like, hey, we're going to the Mayweather fight, or we're going to, we're going to a Chiefs game or something like that. And during that time, our phones will be ringing most of the time from our wives or significant others saying, what y'all doing? Are y'all having a good time? What's that in the background? Where y'all at? Send some pictures.
I got a question. What about that trip your cousin and them be taking to the DR? Like what they be? Can you?
Okay, let me tell you about that. The DR is a
gonna
beautiful.
talk about that.
Yeah, the DR is a beautiful island.
Yes, it is.
It is
In the Caribbean, for those that don't know.
exotic and everything.
Yeah,
It
it's
is-
super exotic.
It's actually
Go ahead.
connected to another country, Haiti, and one side has a lot of earthquakes and the other one doesn't. So people frequent the Dominican Republic more than they do Haiti because of that. And plus, Haitian government is out of control at this point, and
Yeah.
you could be mauled by a machete at any given point.
Okay.
But also on that side of the island, they have a unique commodity that the world loves, and it's cigars.
Yeah,
Cigars. And-
they sure do.
And most of the cigars I smoke are from the Dominican. I've never had the chance to go to DR, but I heard that the guys go down and get a lot of cigars, and they get a lot of information on the history of the cigar making.
And what else?
A lot of brothers go down to fish too.
And go down to
Oh,
the fish.
they go way down to the fish. Okay,
because
got it.
because you can catch
Got it.
because
Deep
you
sea.
can because each body
Real
of,
deep.
yeah because each body of water has a unique fish, and so if you throw your pole in the Mississippi River, you catch a catfish. You know what I'm saying? But you can get catfish
Nobody
anywhere.
want that.
But in the Dominican Republic, they have a special fish. And it's boneless.
I bet it is.
Not boneless catfish.
I bet it's boneless.
It's boneless.
I bet it's boneless.
It's boneless
You
cat.
know what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet it
Fish.
is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
Fish.
we you know, the girls talk about these trips
Yes.
all the time. See, that's where y'all go wrong at. Everybody want to go do the same guy trip in the same places doing the same thing. That's the problem with men.
Well, I
Always doing everything. 'Cause you went
What
there. Oh man, I gotta go
I
there
gotta
too.
find out about that
I'm
too.
go there too.
Boneless cat.
Well,
yeah.
let me-
Boneless cat, sign me up.
well, let me knock on y'all door for a minute. What about when Stella got her groove back down there in Jamaica? Wasn't that a girl trip?
She was single.
Wasn't that a
Initially,
girl?
it
She
was
was
she was
single.
single.
Okay, you can be single. She was.
Yeah, she was single. It's okay.
But she went down there and
But that was not her intentions.
no shit. Well, nobody.
That was not
I
her
don't think-
intentions.
I think it's every guy that goes to the DR's intention just to smoke cigars, and then stuff happens.
I bet.
Ah, okay, yeah.
That's right.
But you don't have to go to the DR to do that.
No, you can do it right here in Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah, and 901. Yeah. What else is different about girl trips and guy trips? Y'all end up, I don't care. Like, I've seen so many scenarios with girl trips. No matter how many times y'all go, and y'all be like, it's going to be fun, and it's going to be united and girl power. Y'all always end up arguing at the end and coming home and saying, you through fooling with this person and this person. When guys go on guy trips, we come back the same way we live. We like, all right, bro, we got to do that again in 3 or
Yeah.
4
You
years.
got a point.
Because
It happens.
women, we are territorial, and we're used to having.
Yeah, but how y'all territorial of y'all own friends?
No.
Everybody's not friends.
Everybody's not
That's
friends.
the whole thing.
Now, when I go with my girlfriends, I don't have that problem.
Yeah.
But if there is someone that's on the outside trying to come on the inside, and then they trying to do their own thing instead of. See, when I go somewhere with a group, I'm all open. Like, whatever everybody decide, I'm cool. I don't have to be like, well, that's what I don't like that. I don't ever say that. I just say, whatever we do, I'm going to be okay with. But you
Cocaine,
can-
heroin, all that.
all that. Give it to me. So what I'm saying is, you got some people that gonna be just no, I don't like that, and they gonna want you to do what they want, but you got 5 people saying we don't want it. You got to go with the majority, and then that's where the
line starts.
that's where the issue come in at. Instead of just going with the flow.
Well, so my question is, why don't y'all have an itinerary prior to? I'm an organized person.
Well, when
so
I go
I'm
with my people, we be organized. I don't know about the unorganized side of things, because I don't roll like that. And I get real frustrated when stuff ain't organized.
So you take a trip to a city that you never been.
messy, man.
No, I'm just saying. You take
I
a
didn't go to
trip-
Houston this time. I stayed at home.
So messy.
Let me get this straight. So you go to a city that you've never been
Oh God, today.
and don't even know have an itinerary of any such. You wait till you land and say, what do we do?
I knew this was gonna circle
See,
back.
see, I'm glad I didn't go because see, I would have been that one on a tip like, what we doing? Oh no, this year I can't. I can't.
Okay, first of
nerves
all,
too
there
bad for
was an itinerary.
What
Okay,
happened? What happened?
there was an itinerary. There was something sent out to the group saying on
True,
Saturday,
true,
Sunday, all
true,
that was laid
true.
out.
Why you sweating, man? You get a little nervous.
It's the lighting.
Get up off my sister.
me out.
Get off my sister.
Tell the truth, man. It's set
Now
you
the
free,
camera
man.
gonna be like, oh, she said.
Yeah, man. She
Oh,
said, man.
man.
They're gonna be
In the
me
hot
on. They
seat.
gonna.
In the
I
hot
can't
seat.
help it every time.
Okay, man. Make this trip make sense, man. Come on, let's close it out. Man.
Okay, so it was. The problem came in was the small details. So if April is in charge of organizing the trip, we can have an itinerary, but if April is in charge to make sure that we have reservations, because we know Houston is what, the 5th largest city in the country, so we
Right.
know that everything is gonna be super packed. So you know they're going in and they're saying, we got everything. Y'all, when you look at the info, it's like, okay, that's gonna be good. Everything laid out, boom. We get there are no reservations to eat.
Nowhere. That's a problem.
So
So it was like McDonald's every night or something?
no, we just had to wait. It was like you get there and you had a 2-hour wait.
How many days were y'all there?
4 days.
Saturday came back on Tuesday.
4 days.
Yeah.
How many activities y'all do?
Man, here, you so petty right now.
Try to get the ratio
You so
down.
petty right
Try
now.
to get the
You know what?
time versus event ratio.
We had about I want to say Sunday was the day that we were out. Because it seemed like Monday was chill. Everything else kind of flowed. But I think Sunday was the day. It was the birthday. It was the day that everything really was happening back to back.
Were y'all in a house or Airbnb or?
Airbnb, big house, nice.
It was nice.
Pool in the back, all that. That was nice.
Nothing weird about it.
This man here. This man here. Boy.
You know, it could have been,
Hey,
just
look.
depends on who it is. It could have been better. But I can say that when we first came in, there were a lot of rules with the house.
Okay.
There were a lot of rules. Like pool, you had to get out the pool by 10.
See.
And then there were descriptions in each room. Like maybe there was one couch, 2 chairs, and then there were pictures like showing what was in each room.
Like this is what we had in here. This would be the being
like
here
we
when you
know
leave.
there were noise sensors, so we couldn't really just, if it got too loud, they were gonna hear. And then
You said there was a sign outside by the pool that said "Jump in, but don't get wet."
Man, so yeah.
right, look.
next trip, don't come back and tell him nothing.
I ain't never
Don't
telling
confide-
him nothing
don't
else. He get
confide
on
in
here
him.
and do that.
Don't
Hey,
confide
man.
in him. Come
But
on.
all in
Call
all,
me,
the
sis.
ladies were wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
It was a fun trip. We had a good
Let's
time.
bring it
I
back full circle.
honestly hate I missed it.
Yeah, it was a good time. Like once everything kind of settled in,
Yeah.
it was a good time.
Yeah, I believe that. I mean, I called you and you said you were having a great time and
Yeah,
everything. And I was
I
happy
got a
about
lot
that.
of rest. I chilled out too. So
That's
hey.
cool, man. That's all you can ask for. That's all you can ask for. And, that's the reason why guys don't do guy trips. You know what I'm saying? Because that's enough right there within itself. But look, we're going to take a break. And when we get back, we're going to pick back up on this fiasco of men versus women in the world and double standards and all that type of stuff. And we'll talk about my girl Catwoman. You know what I'm saying? The Catwoman got busted today. So we're going to talk about Halle Berry and what she's experienced. I think that her beating is a little worse than my girl Britney Spears, but we'll see. All right, y'all stay tuned. That's Law the Podcast.
That's law.
All right, we're back. April's hungry. What's going
Oh
on?
wow. I got you hungry. I got you hungry.
Hey, man. You know what? I'm just tell you
I
what.
bet he
I'm tell you-
teased you when y'all were kids.
Man.
Oh, man. You got to be thick-skinned to be a Richardson, man.
Yeah, that's why a lot of stuff I just let it roll off. Folks can't hurt my feelings. Just say what you want.
You won't break my soul.
I know you won't break my soul.
I tell everybody. But now, lots going on. I guess I'm so bubbly today because I just know that I'm about to be.
I see, man.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you've been in a
Man,
good
I can't.
mood.
I'm like telling you, I can't wait.
I can't
till they
wait.
give you this new hip. I
telling
You know, they
wait.
gave me this questionnaire when he first went and got his x-rays and everything. And it was like, how is he at home? How's his mood? I was like, it sucks, it sucks, it sucks.
Exactly.
It sucks, it sucks.
Just
So I'm
hard.
so happy to know that he's
Bless
going to
the
be in a
Lord.
better place with that.
Thank you, Jesus.
Hope it's this place, my better place. Hell, I ain't trying to go to heaven. Damn right. The devil is alive.
Why black
Better
folks
place.
always got to say that? The devil is alive.
Hey, cut off my
Why?
insurance policy. Make April my beneficiary. All right, we good now. We good.
Boy, you crazy.
You got crazy.
But no, so what happened was we were supposed to do it October 20th, right?
Right.
And dude was like, hey, man, how old are you? I said, man, I'm 46. He's like, looking at the x-ray, he's like, man, I ain't seen hips this bad in a long time. So I'm like, started hurting immediately.
He was like the bearer of bad news, like times 20. He was like, these are real
He
bad.
said, man, I showed everybody in the back, like, look at this, man. This is-
That's sad.
He was like, I can just print this off. You can put it on your refrigerator so you can see how bad they
I
are.
don't wanna do
He
this.
was
This is
going
historic.
on and on.
This is historic, man.
Yes,
Like,
it
they didn't
was
have
hilarious.
cadavers this bad in college. And then he was like, usually I come in, I have a book, option 1, option 2, option 3. Option 1, we do some injections and everything. Option 2 is, pills to help with the pain. And then option 3 is, the last resort is hip replacement. He's like, you right here in hip replacement. So as I get up every morning, I go to bed at night. If you've had a hip replacement, send me some some likes and send some feedback to your boy, because I'm gonna need that. But if you haven't and you're about to have one, you understand this pain. I tell people it's like having a cavity or a bad tooth, and you gotta wait till like next week before you can have it
Wow.
pulled out or
Yeah.
That's horrible.
and just driving you crazy. It's like this, but you get used to. You still go to work, you still do things, but in the back of your mind, it's this like reminder that something's not right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And so Monday, I was like, I just woke up. I was like, I'm gonna call them and see if they can bump me up if it's in any cancellations. And she was like, yeah, we got September 15th. So I was like, I'm doing that. And then it's like everything just sped up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is,
So
literally.
I'm saying all to say that's
By a
why
whole
that's why I'm
month.
just acting a fool, because I know I'm gonna be down for a minute. So y'all gonna have to
It's
write
okay.
shit
It's
out.
gonna be okay.
It's okay. We're gonna
be
do
here
a
for
women's
you.
series.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk about women's
Yeah.
trips. How to do a successful,
How to do
how to do a
a
successful
women's
women's trip. Yeah. But anyway, you know, most of the people who know me in the city know that I'm serious about politics, and I'm serious about the well-being of our community and making our city, state, and our nation a better place for everyone. And so we take it upon this series and our show to discuss politics. And right now, if you're listening to other places in the country or in the world, in Memphis right now, this is our political season, and so we have the mayor's race, we have city council race. I think we got some school board stuff up too coming up. But yeah, those are the top two, the main two. School board, we really need some help in. But city council and mayor, we need the right people in place too. And so just wanted to give everybody the opportunity to hear from candidates, because I know people get, and everybody who knows me know I'm a vulgar politician. I don't have my cigar today, so I don't look as crooked as people think. You know, people are like, he smokes cigars and curse, he must be a crooked politician.
Right.
I'm fucking tired of all these debates.
Right.
Debates just make me sick, and everybody gets numb to them. And the only people
Yeah.
that come to debates are the same people who come to the debates.
Right.
Absolutely.
And people get pumped up like, yeah, I did good in this debate, but like you only had like 20 people
3
in the
people
room,
in the audience.
and 15 of them don't vote, because we have a
Right.
very low voter turnout in the city of
We
Memphis.
do.
And so it's just misleading information.
Right.
So what does the underdog do? He said, where there's a will, there's a way. We got a podcast. Let's bring candidates on who are deemed worthy to be able to speak to and allow them to exercise their platform and give them their solo platform so they can tell the constituents what they're trying to achieve. And so that's what we're doing today. And today we have a good friend of mine who I've known. We met when we ran against each other. We didn't run against each other. We ran for the same seat, which was District 7 City Council. And some of you guys know him as the almost Elton John. Others know him as JP, as you're with me. Other people know him as Price is Right for the community. And I know him as Mr. Jerred Price. So let's give Mr. Jerred Price a round of applause for being on the show. See, you like that? See how I did that?
I like it. They rolled in nicely.
See how I
Yes,
went from being,
welcome.
you got a chance to see my silly side. Most people don't get a chance to see that, because I'm just, everybody like, you always frowned up and always.
I know. I've had some drinks with
Yeah,
you,
okay,
Will. I
okay,
know better.
Okay, so yeah, man, just relax sometimes. It's good to be chill.
That's it.
Be your south side. So we got Jerred Price here. Jerred, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you guys?
Good, man.
Doing good.
Thank you for having me on the podcast.
Yeah, man. It's been a minute. We've been
Yeah.
trying. We've been trying. So let me explain this right here. So I had my other friend Brian Harris on the show, right? And I was like, I can't do Brian if I don't do Jerry. So in this race, usually I'll say who I think is the best candidate. Man, both good guys.
Right.
And so it's and then when you got friends, and that's the thing about politics, right? Because everybody
Yeah.
becomes friends at some point.
Yes.
If you're on the same wavelength and get the same kind of outcome for the city, you guys kind of mesh.
Right.
I got like 5 friends that's running for mayor.
Right.
And everybody
Yeah, it's
calls me
hard.
and says, hey, bro, you got me. And I'm like, y'all know I can't do that.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
So
it's
it's the
hard.
same thing with them, but I wanted to give everybody the same opportunity
Same
and a
platform.
platform.
Mhm.
Yep.
And I'm going to say,
Absolutely.
man, y'all choose who the best. You can't go wrong with either one, but only one can win. So I'm giving each guy the opportunity to express themselves and talk about what they're doing. So question number 1, Jerred,
Sure.
why in the hell are you getting into this race, and why do you what are you thinking, bro?
Well-
Because after District 7, the work you have to put in to do all this,
Right.
4 years later, you're like,
I'm back.
I want
I'm
some
back.
more.
I'm back again.
I'm back again. Well, the crazy thing was we ran in that race with each other, not against each other,
That's
like
true.
you said, and we wanted better for Memphis than what we were getting. But when I lost, there were 9 people in that race. I was third. Michaelin who ended up becoming the councilwoman, was second. And then Berlin Boyd was the incumbent. He was first. But in that race, you had to have 50% to avoid the runoff. So the top two people, Michaelin and Berlin, went to the runoff, and Michaelin became council person. Well, now 4 years, I said, well, I'm not going to let that loss stop me, because if your heart's in it for the right place, you're not going to stop doing community
Right,
service
that's right.
just because you lost your election.
Right.
So I rolled on to be appointed to be City Beautiful Commissioner, working with the city and neighborhoods all across Memphis to do city cleanups, partner with cleaning up blight, tires on the side of the road, overgrown lawns, partnering with community associations to do cleanups all over. But then I also got elected president of the Downtown Neighborhood Association. And through that, you know, the neighborhood and the downtown communities and residents and businesses entrusted me to lead their association. We moved it from 67 members to over 500. Because we engaged people and we did it right. It was about the people, not the powerful.
That's it.
That's what it was about. And so, you know, as I rolled off of both of those, people asked me. They said, Jerred, what are you going to do next?
Yeah.
I said, I don't know yet. And they said, you really need to look into city council again. They said, that was your first race. That was, you know, that's your first one. You learned from that one.
Right.
Yeah.
You need to run again, because now you've put in the time, you're proven, you've done the work, and you've got the experience. And they said, we think you should run for council. So that's what I'm doing. I'm running for city council.
Okay. So for those people who go out and vote, or those people who are considering voting this time, you have to vote. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 council people. You have your single district, and then you got your super district, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So you guys are either in, for me, I'm in 7 and 8, which means I have District 7, 8-1, 8-2, and 8-3. So Jerred Price is asking for your support in the 8-3 race. How many people in that race?
7.
7 people.
So,
Seven.
including Berlin.
Yeah.
Berlin Boyd has stepped in. The one
Oh,
we.
he's in that race.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
He, like I said, me and Michaelin joined forces in the runoff, and I endorsed her, and she went to beat him out and unseat him. And now he's running again in 8-3 for Super District 8, Position 3. So he's in my race. As you said, Brian's in there. I'm in there, and then there's 4 others.
So when you see that, and you kind of get like a flashback of District 7 when you had 9 people. I remember being in that race, and it was like 9 people, and only like 4 people actually showed up to events and did things in the community. The other 5, I guess they just like woke up and realized they wanted to run or something.
I guess.
That. Yeah. So how does it make you feel right now? How you feeling?
We're feeling great. You know, we've got a lot of momentum and a lot of wonderful community-based support behind us. So right now our campaign is the #1 in dollars raised. We're the most funded campaign. We're the #1 in the most endorsed campaign. So amount of all the community leaders, all the elected officials, were the #1 leading campaign in that. And that's what means the most to me about that, is because the voters entrust in community leaders to help them organize and do things, and they elect people to help them lead. So you got people like Miss Hazel in Whitehaven. You got people like Althea Green, Deidre Malone, Craig Littles up in Fraser.
Yeah.
You got people that are true community-based leaders endorsing me and in supporting our campaign, because they know that I'm the best person in the race. And nothing bad against the other people, but you know, you've got to put in your time. You got to put in your track record. And there's people in this race that tout, you know, that I've worked in corporate America, and I've got this degree, and I'm able to do this, and that's good stuff. You know, it's good that you're working and that you've got those degrees, but I'm a little bit different because I'm like 70% of Tennesseans. I don't have a college degree.
Right.
I have a high school diploma. I was raised in the housing projects, and I knew if I had to want to get to be successful, I had to work my ass off.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I did. And now today, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a small business owner. I'm a contractor. I'm a roofer. I don't know when my next check's going to come in. When you're in corporate America, it's on salary base. It just rolls in every 2 weeks.
That's right.
So I know, I understand that hustle that's out there that puts me in a unique position. But in corporate America, which there's, you know, people in the race that do work for corporate America, and as I said, that's nice. But corporate America, all you have to do is basically implement the policies that are already there by the corporation. As an entrepreneur, Will, you know this, as a small business owner, you have to create your policies. And you have to create your incentives and your initiatives. And the council person needs to have that experience.
Absolutely. Yeah. Can we talk a little bit about your position as it relates to your platform, and what do you think is most important within that can benefit the city?
So yeah, first, platforms are extremely important when you're trying to get to know a candidate. Ours is online at jerredprice.com, JERRED Price, like the Price is Right.com. But my platform, number one, is crime and safety. This city, it don't matter how good your schools are, it don't matter how clean your neighborhoods are. If it's unsafe, we will never get to the peak of the top of the hill that this city could be. So crime and safety, number one. Community policing, getting our kids and our communities to connect to our police officers, have those police officers interacting with our communities, monthly meetings with the communities. That's what it's about. And when I proposed and my platform was read by the Police Association's union, they endorsed me after reading it and after interviewing with me. And they said, Jerred's our guy. If you believe in a safer Memphis, Jerred's your vote. And then, platform is about people investing in our youth. We need to be putting more dollars and more monies into our youth. After school programs like Shelby County PAL, like what Craig Littles and them are doing up there in Fraser. Boys and Girls Club, the after school programs when mom's got to work 2 jobs, just like when I was a kid and I go home to an empty house. No, now you can go to the Boys and Girls Club for $10 a year. You can do sports, mentoring, get good food, camaraderie with other kids and other students. But a lot of folks don't know about these programs, and a lot of these programs need more funding, so I want to advocate to do that. And then the other thing is cleaner, safer neighborhoods with blight. As a City Beautiful commissioner, that was a passion of mine. I want clean neighborhoods. And ever heard of the broken window effect? If you walk into a neighborhood with a house and a bunch of houses with broken windows, it invites criminals because they think that the neighbors don't care about that neighborhood.
That's it.
If we get in there and we start putting money into funding our low income and our elderly to help them with improvement of their houses, and we start holding these landlords that come in from California buying up houses and not maintaining them. If we implement all of these policies, you will see neighborhoods clean up. You will see Miss Jones that couldn't afford to fix her porch. Her porch is going to be fixed up. Her window's going to be fixed. And when those neighborhoods start looking better, that window effect goes out the window, so to speak. Right. And you see a cleaner, safer neighborhood. So those are 3 big portions of my platform.
Good stuff.
Okay.
Sounds great.
Okay.
Real
So,
good stuff.
back to the education piece, because people are like, okay, well, now you just confused me because you got one single district, you got one super district, and where do you live? So let's talk about the coverage area for Super District 8.
Yep. So the easiest way I tell people is you can take Memphis as a pie, a big circle pie, cut that into 7 pieces, and you got 7 districts that is represented by 1 person each. But then you have 2 super districts that represent half the pie, and it overlays those 7 single pieces of pie. So you got Super District 8 that covers half the city and Super District 9 that covers half the city. Because those super districts are so big, there's 3 people representing them. So you got 8-1, 8-2, 8-3. I'm running in 8-3. Martavius Jones' seat. He's termed out. It's an open seat. It's going to have a new council person in there, and I hope to be that person. And that district basically is the entire western half of the city. You go up from North Haven to Fraser to Smoky City, Klondike. You go down over to Douglas and Hollywood, uptown, downtown, midtown, Vecca, Valentine Evergreen area. Come down into Soulsville, South Memphis. Then you keep on running down. You got Alcee Ball, Boxtown, Whitehaven. Then you stretch on over to Hickory Hill and Oak Haven as well in there. So it's a big half of the city.
It is.
It's half of the city.
Half
It really
of the city.
is.
So when you go out and vote, because people say, did you vote? Yeah, I voted for my city council person. I'm like, how many did you vote for? I voted for 1. Like, it's
You got 4.
You got 4. You got
Yep.
4.
3 super reps, 1 single rep.
Right. So that's important.
Yep.
When you think about Memphis, like what are some of the things that Memphis is missing that other major cities have that you think would make our city better?
Number one, a robust transit system. I mean, I can go to Austin, Texas, catch a tram, and go from the suburbs to downtown. I ain't got to worry about Ubering costing $70 one way. I ain't got to worry about drunk drivers. I don't have to worry about any of that. So we lack a mass transit system. There's no reason our trolleys should stop right there where they are on Madison Avenue. They should go on down they should link. That track could easily be extended from downtown. Go ahead and go on into Overton Square and cut the corner and go to Cooper Young.
Yes. Right.
Make it one big route that connects all your entertainment districts. And
That'd be perfect.
we need to also be looking into the light rail going out to this blue oval city. Thousands of jobs, good paying jobs, could be linking Memphians with a light rail system. It don't matter if you don't own a car, because they're hiring people from all different backgrounds out there. They don't care. They're even hiring ex-felons, and they just said, come to us. We want to put you to work. Well, a lot of people can't get out there.
Right, don't have transportation.
Yeah, so they're
Yeah.
creating a bus system, a new what they call a rapid transit out there. But I think light rail is one of them. The other thing I think that we miss is the gun on is capitalizing on our culture. Our city is one of the most magical music hubs in the world, and Elvis Presley's done a good job. But you got Aretha Franklin's house in Graceland or in Soulsville, sitting there with boards on the windows. You got so much untapped knowledge about and roots of music in our city that the world doesn't know about that we should be tapping. There ain't no reason that the museum of soul music and hip hop and stuff is in Nashville.
Right.
There's a museum. I'm like, why is that in Nashville when it started? It was right here. So I think we miss the gun a lot. Will, I really do. I think we miss a lot of opportunities in the city because we don't have young, new, fresh leadership.
Better say that.
Say that.
You better say that.
Fresh, new,
Yeah.
young.
We can't keep voting these same names
Yes.
all the
Just-
time.
right.
Like I said, if we've got families that have dedicated a lot of years of service to this city. And I appreciate them, and I appreciate everything that they do. I've got some of them that are supporting me,
Right.
but families that have been around in politics for a long, long time. A lot of them, I think, why they are supporting me is they see, hey, this guy's he's new, he's
Right.
fresh, and he's got the experience, and
Right.
that's all I appreciate.
So I'm sorry. Go ahead, sis.
So in saying that, because the district is so large, what would be your plan to ensure that residents have a say-so, that you can be that level of, support on what's going on within the city to take that back?
Yeah. So connecting to communities is a big key issue for me, and that's what it was. It was a key issue for me as president of the Downtown Association, bringing the voice back to the people and
Right.
connecting and engaging them. So I have that experience with the Downtown Neighborhood Association, moving it from 67 to 500 people. I want to do that same thing on a citywide level. I want to take monthly meetings where we do district tours and we go into the community centers and we hear from people, not a once a year tour,
Right.
a once a month where I'm going in as your councilman and I'm meeting with you. If I know your community has community association meetings, you will see me periodically pop in at those and say, how y'all doing? What do you need from me? That's what I did as the president of downtown. So I have a proven record of already doing this. I want the people to entrust to me to do it on a citywide level, or half the city anyway.
Yeah.
But community meetings, but then also I've always been about I have a hashtag, a platform, and I once had a radio show called Keeping 901 Informed. Knowledge is power. When people know what's happening in their city and they genuinely can be engaged and they feel like the government's not trying to not let them know about things, people become engaged. They step up and they start taking pride. Well, then you turn around and you get a better city when people take pride because
Right,
people are more engaged. Talk about, Will, you were talking about earlier on the podcast, low voter engagement. Well, no wonder, because we feel like that no matter what we do, it's not going to
It's not
matter.
gonna matter.
But when you get people in office that engage you and tell you do matter and we do want to hear from you, it can change a lot.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, how can people get in contact with you? How can they donate? Because it costs to have a campaign. What can these people can find you through social media and your other outlets?
Yeah, so our website is jerredprice.com, JERRED, then price, like pricesright.com. On there you can donate. You can find the upcoming events that we have. We've got a fundraiser coming up next week on Tuesday, I believe. Tim and Kathy Ferguson and Gordon Alexander in Midtown are hosting a fundraiser for us right there in Cooper Young area, Midtown. And it's called Friends of Our Festivals, because I've been a long advocate for the Memphis and May festivals. And so they're getting all the people who support the festivals to come in and do a fundraiser.
Cool, man.
And then social media, you can find me on Instagram, Jerred for Memphis. That's FOR Memphis. And then Facebook, facebook.com/Jerred for Memphis as well.
Okay.
Cool, man.
Well, I'm going to take this from Will because he always says this every time. He
Yeah.
says, look in that camera and let the people know why they should vote for you as their next city councilman for District 8-3.
I sure will. First of all, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I am asking for your vote. I am a proven community servant with proven results for the people. I have a long history of community organizing effectively. We've shut down parking garages from being built next to people's homes. We have grown our community associations. We have been cleaning up the neighborhoods. And I have plans that I want to execute and work with the community to execute to make sure that we move Memphis in the right direction. And I'm not just saying that because I'm running for office. I've been out there shoulder to shoulder. I've been working, and I'm asking for your vote. I have a unique experience running community associations. I'm an entrepreneur. I know the struggle of small business and know the importance of it. I know how to implement policies. I know how to deal with budgets. So let's push Memphis forward. Visit my website, find out more about us, and I appreciate your vote. JerredPrice.com.
All right.
You
all right.
heard
Sounds-
that.
you heard it.
Now, I asked you a tough question here because we talked about the seat being vacant. It's a vacant seat, so there's going to be a new person at 8-3. A
Yep.
few other vacant seats also that are going to be going on within this race. A vacant seat means that the person who was the incumbent has termed out and can no longer represent that community, so there'll be somebody new in those areas. But for our mayor, that's also a vacant seat.
It is.
Who do you want to work with most and why?
I want to work with whoever is going to be the
Damn
most
it, Jerred,
engaged.
stop.
Everybody says this.
Stop.
You know, we ask
Stop.
everybody
Smart.
this,
Stop.
right?
Try to set 'em
Everybody
up.
says something.
Stop.
It's like, oh, whoever.
This is
Hey.
the thing. I have not been contacted enough by the people running for mayor to get to know them.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I have not. So if as I've had a few reach out and say, Jerred, we'd like to sit down with you and talk to you because we may be potentially working with you. I'm not going to mention who those people were, but I'm going to say there's a few, but there's 20 people running for mayor.
Right.
So I can't form an opinion on who I want to work with when I haven't talked
talk
to
to
all of
them.
them.
That's true.
So I can't. But what I do want to
fair.
say is I hope this next mayor engages more with the city council than ever.
Right.
Gets rid of these hidden committees of appointed people that are
Right.
buddies of his or hers, and that we get more transparency. We get more monies invested into our communities, and that the mayor starts putting budgets in front of the city council to be approved that invest more in people and less in power.
All right.
That's it. We need
That's
change in
just-
our city.
Period.
Period.
And it's going to get done.
Yes,
Yeah.
it will.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
see it.
I thought I had stumped Jerred, but
No.
Yeah.
Jerred was ready. Jerred
I want to work with whoever.
I'm telling you right now.
You're not about to do that to me.
I was in the background like this.
I ask everybody that.
Yep.
Indeed.
You know who I'm endorsing for mayor? I'll tell y'all. Okay.
Will Richardson.
The person who wins this race will be my next mayor, and I will accept
Absolutely.
that person as my mayor.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yep.
That's it. Got a lot of friends that are running for mayor. Got a lot of friends running in District 3. Got a lot of friends running in District 8-3. Yeah, so I want all y'all to win. We got to find out how to, if one is not successful, we got to find out how we can put that other person in place somewhere.
Yep.
Because we got so many great people now that there's not enough room for them in the elected realm. But that doesn't mean that you still can't serve.
Serve, that's it.
Absolutely.
That's absolutely true. And I'll close with this. We were at the 2023 People's Convention, which was a historic vote. We won the People's Convention endorsement, and we won the mock election in that. But I'm sitting on stage, and unfortunately, two of the people were not, like, they wouldn't talk to me, and they'd say bad things about me instead of focusing on their campaign, they were more worried about the other candidate. I will say that one of them remarked a funny comment. Me and Brian were able to shoot the shit and laugh about
Right.
it, because I'm like, in the long run, Brian's running because he wants a better Memphis. I'm running because I want a better
Exactly.
Memphis.
That's it.
And we're all, Lucille Catron is running for a better Memphis. And Berlin Boyd, I don't know about that, but anyway, most people in this race are running because they want a better Memphis.
That's it.
So whether you choose Jerred or Brian or Lucille Catron or Yolanda or whoever else is running in this race, you got 7 people to choose from. Just be informed about it. Look at the expertise. Look at the resumes, because just like our city needs to be run like a business to make it successful. When you hire somebody at a business, don't you want them to have a good resume?
That's right.
Look at their
Absolutely.
resume, look what their qualifications are, and look to see if they're ready to serve you.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. We got people that really, really care about the community, and Jerred Price is one of them. He's running for 8-3. Early voting starts September 15th. That's my hip replacement. I got to find out how I'm going to vote.
You're going to have an
know, right?
absentee ballot.
Right.
Half of it going to be empty. I'm going to be like, yeah, okay.
We're gonna take you in on that walker. And
Yeah. Now, that's going to get me elected next time.
I know.
That's going to be my
Ooh,
billboard.
people.
That'll be my billboard. Me with a walker and everything. Like, even in the hip replacement. Out and being a civil dude.
Yeah.
But thank you for coming out, man.
Thank
We
you.
Yes,
appreciate
thank
you.
you.
Appreciate
It's
y'all.
awesome.
We'll be back in 1 second with our closing remarks on That's Law, the podcast.
That's live.
All right.
And we're back on That's Law the Podcast.
We're
I
back.
am Will Richardson.
I'm your girl, April.
Latanya_Rich.
Hey, it's been a crazy show.
It has.
But we got it done. We're back. Everything flowed pretty good. We learned a lot about another candidate.
Yes, very informative.
And we learned about girls' trips
And guys' trips.
and guys, the lack thereof guys' trips.
Right.
You know what I'm excited about having my surgery?
What's that?
Is that I may be able to go see one of my favorite comedians still on October 20th.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Corey Holcomb will be
In Memphis.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to seeing
That's
him.
going to be a great time.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it, too. I'm
Yeah.
going to.
Yeah, you going too?
Yeah, I'm going. I got tickets with y'all. What you talking about? It's food.
Then y'all going to see Tony too, right?
Yes.
Nah,
It feels good. I'm gonna be with you though, baby. I ain't gonna.
Yeah.
I told you go, man.
Feels good.
I know y'all want to see them people.
Yeah. I'm going to see
Yeah,
him.
it's gonna be nice.
Okay, so yeah, next week I guess we'll pick up on because I'm pretty sure there'll be more details of this Halle Berry. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, Halle Berry just settled with her
Ex-husband.
on their formalities as it relates to their divorce,
Yes.
and she's breaking off a lot of bread. Now,
$8,000 a month ain't much for her.
it ain't much for her.
No, it ain't about the money. It's
eight-
the principle.
It is.
It's not about the money.
$8,000 a month. She has to cover the child's expenditures, health wise and educational wise, and I guess anything else. And
But she was the breadwinner, right?
right. And I think that the guy gets 4% of anything that she makes over $2 million, which equates to about $86,000 for every $2 million that she makes. He gets.
But
He
she
gets
was taking care of him
$86,000.
while they was together, right?
Right.
Okay.
So you think that's a fair deal?
I think so.
How long?
Yeah, I'm
Until
sure
the kid gets 18, I guess. I mean, but he may have alimony. He may have the 4%.
But if he get married to somebody, then I'm sure that stuff they would cut off.
I ain't
You're
getting
not gonna
married.
get
No,
married.
he's not.
You can have a girlfriend.
He
You
can
can have a
girlfriend.
long time girlfriend.
Right.
But 86,000.
And they were only married 2 years.
Two.
What?
2 years.
But they had a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it's
okay.
basically this money supposed to support the son.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Like the money's
The
supposed
little
to.
boy.
See how you say it there? It kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
Right.
Like the money's supposed to support the child when it comes to a woman getting child
Yeah,
support.
I agree. It's supposed to. I ain't saying it didn't.
Would you be upset, April, if that happened to you?
Well, I wouldn't put myself in that situation.
What situation? You don't know.
As far as having
What situation did she put herself
Yeah,
in?
what did she do?
as having someone that wasn't able to financially support himself.
Well, he was an actor. Like, he wasn't extreme. Like, he didn't do, it wasn't like he did nothing for a living.
He was her,
Oh,
he was a stunt double. You remember? So you remember on Monster Ball?
Yes.
When he pulled her pants down and got behind her and everything,
Yeah.
they pulled Halle Berry out and they put him there. That was it.
Well, you crazy. I mean, I think Halle should have her stuff looked. This is not the first time she's been hit. So I think she didn't go into it the way she should have.
She ain't learned her lesson yet.
She ain't
how
learned
old
her
how old
lesson
is
yet.
Halle Berry?
60?
Natural kids do she actually have?
2.
Did she have 20?
She got a daughter and a son.
So she don't have custody of none of them?
I don't know.
Halle Berry losing this battle, man.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with her story. See, everybody's story is different.
Oh,
I'm a hands-on mama.
I'm sorry. They were married in 2013.
They were married for 10 years.
So they married 10 years. So,
So
yeah.
they got married and then had a child. Or
Yeah.
They had a child and got immediately married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah.
How old is Halle Berry? 56?
Yeah.
57.
57.
Halle Berry is 57 years
And
old.
he's 57 as well.
Now, what did he do? What's his net worth?
He's a French actor, born in Paris.
Juicy Smouye?
Boy, you crazy.
Juicy Smouye.
Juicy Smouye?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with him getting the element. It depends on also what's the terms of the divorce. If she wants to leave him for someone else,
No, that's just a divorce. That's just it came with
Irreconcilable
the
differences?
it just came with the agreement. they finished it out.
I think it's something more
Some-
than
it's
that.
gotta be something
It's
more than
something
that.
more underlying. For him to be able to get all that and everything he's getting as far as with the child and the money, I think Halle was like, I'm good on you. I want to be with this person.
Mm-hmm.
And of course was like, that's not fair to him. And this is what he get. And in that
I
situation,
have no
yes.
problem with it as long as everybody walked away with something. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And, most of the time the
Hell,
man gets the short end of the
That's
stick.
a
when it
lie
comes
because
to that.
my ex didn't get the short end of the stick. So I'm like,
That's what I was gonna answer. Yeah, I know.
yeah,
Yeah,
hold on.
but you
Hold
Halle
up
Berry,
now.
but you Halle Berry Jr.
You a lie. No, you lying. No, you lying. My story, I bet you. The next go around.
Go on, drop your
it's gonna
Instagram,
be-
sis. Go on,
it
drop
ain't
your
gonna be like
Instagram,
that.
sis.
I'm smarter.
And you-
I'm wiser.
And you were young.
I was younger.
When you got married, you married way down.
I
You did. You did.
I did.
You did.
Yeah, but that wouldn't happen again.
Yeah.
But he's an amazing father. I give that to him.
See how she clicked it up, Philip.
Why call his main name? Why you call his main name?
Everybody know who you was married to.
No, they don't.
No, everybody don't know.
You'd be surprised, man. You got about 1 million followers on Instagram and Facebook.
Well, regardless, they don't know who my ex-husband is.
They still know who he is.
I tell you the truth. Help Jesus.
His name is Frank.
Anyways.
All I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying, man. You better now, man.
It's a learning experience.
You better now,
I am.
man.
I'm much better.
I hope he don't listen to this podcast. He probably call me. What you mean she married way down? Then I gotta be. Then I gotta be. You know, firm.
I
and
didn't
say,
marry way down. I was young.
You were young.
That's it. Like you.
Yeah. I know. I
your-
can tell you.
for your first
I
marriage.
can tell you. The first time I got married, I married way down.
Yeah. So
Way down. It happens.
Yeah.
To the best of us.
yes.
You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Yeah.
She'll tell you too. She said, man, she married. She married way up. She'll tell you.
This man here right now.
She'll tell you.
Well,
Nothing like the truth. Just be truthful.
The beauty of it is he's an amazing father.
Yeah.
He take care of his children and he wants to be with his kids.
Yep. And
Yeah.
And my son's mother, she cool.
Yeah.
So that's all that matters.
That's all that
It's
matters.
like with Hallie and her, back to this where we were on,
Mm-hmm.
like Hallie and her ex-husband, they're working on the focus of the child.
Yeah.
That's why the money is in place. Just
Mm-hmm.
like situation with me and my ex-husband. I know my kids are accustomed to a certain lifestyle.
Hey, Juicy Smoothie, if you listen to this podcast, when you see your ex-wife Hallie, I'm trying to help him with the numbers. I'm a numbers guy. For every 2 million, you're only getting 86,000. So when you see her the next time when she drop y'all child out, don't say it loud because she probably got people recording. Just whisper in her ear and say, "It's time for another cat woman."
I think she was
Get that
probably,
money.
well, I think she was probably over it. I think she was like, whatever we got to
Today's
do to get it
word.
done. Let's get.
Amen.
I'm sick of going back and forth. I want to be free.
Free.
Just
Ain't
gone.
nothing like free.
Because she can go and work if she want to. So,
It's nothing like freedom and peace of mind.
Yeah.
My
And
prayer
money,
is-
It says too, allegedly, I don't know if this is true or not, but they said that she volunteered to pay for his legal fees and everything. So
Oh, she ready to be done.
55,000,
She was
whatever.
ready to be done.
I got you on
She
that
was
too.
done.
Just sign.
It's because she's good friends with Oprah. Oprah was paying for it behind the scenes.
You know.
Regardless, it's done.
Yeah.
And hey,
All I'm saying is, Hallie, you need to do Catwoman too, so this man can get some bread, man.
that man got bread. That man straight.
It says she has 90 million.
How many millions does he have? Does he have millions? He's a French actor.
Yeah.
Type in Jussie, Juicy Smoothie.
This man here so goddamn
See-
crazy.
See what Frenchie make. Let's see what Frenchie make.
90 million.
Merci beaucoup.
Y'all, I don't know. Let me see.
Take your time, sis.
Take your time, man. You know what I'm saying? We got like 52 seconds.
He has 10 million.
See?
Okay.
Juicy running.
He has 10 million.
Juicy straight.
Juicy straight.
Oh, he's good.
He good.
Good.
10 million, you can live off 10 million in a lifetime.
All of it. And he speak French.
And he speak French.
Right.
Look, check this out.
What number husband is that?
Yeah. See, I wasn't going to go there. I wasn't going to
I
do
think
that.
it's number 3.
I wasn't going to do that.
It's number 3 or 4.
See what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna do that, but
Then she married Eric
Eric Benet,
Did she marry the little girl's daddy?
Eric Bennett.
She married Bennett. Third divorce.
Yes, up there. So she's been married 3 times.
So 57 years, she still don't know how to be married.
3 divorces. I mean, what can we really count Eric
Bennett.
Bennett? Can we really? He had the sexual addiction, though. He was
Huh?
You stupid. This man here, you so crazy.
You talking about Bennett?
Eric Benet used to come out there and sing with no shoes on.
Yeah.
He was a sex symbol.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was a sex addict, so she did not know
Yeah,
that.
she didn't know that. That's what she said.
But it seemed like everybody that dates Halle Berry has an issue with Halle Berry. Because what? Wesley Snipes, they got into it. Dave Justice got into it. There was a lot of stuff they said about
Maybe
it.
they intimidated by her.
Okay. Well, anyway, she's 57 years old and she's single.
No, she got a man.
She got a man that quick.
She got a boyfriend.
She got a man that quick.
Yeah.
She been had him.
Who's a new boyfriend?
A brother. I hear a brother.
Your brother?
I know, right?
I'm your brother. Oh, he got the whole deal going.
Yeah.
The little.
She got a grown man.
yeah. Okay.
Let me see him, sis.
What's his
Hey,
name?
grown man.
Let me see.
He's an actor.
I'm a grown man. What you talking about?
Van Hunt.
Let me see.
Van
Let me
Hunt?
see Van.
Van Hunt.
He's an actor.
Oh, Van is handsome.
Hunt. Yeah.
Van is handsome.
Yeah. Van Hunt.
Man, what's wrong with her hair on there?
Van took care of
Look like
that
Storm.
before they got there. Van had in that back seat. Drive and roll up the partition.
He's a
please.
Grammy Award winning recording artist.
What he saying? Tell me how.
He's been singing some stuff since in 2004. It was the beginning for him.
Awesome.
Also, yeah, that's it.
Let me see this. Let me see that picture of this fool.
Yeah, that's
He's very
him.
handsome.
That's him. But is it about money at that point? I don't think that
think
matters
so.
at that point to
No,
her. I think
no.
she just want to be happy.
And want to be loved. And
Yeah.
not beaten and mistreated.
Van Hunt.
Van Hunt.
Van Hunt got Halle.
Van Hunt look like he's saying, "Mama love shortening, Mama love baby."
But he's still, you know what?
Hunt.
Let me see Van Hunt. Van Hunt. Here we go. Let me see what this man's saying.
Seconds of Pleasure. That's the name of the song.
This man's a sex addict too.
Y'all look.
Hey, look, man. Hey, look.
Cut it.
Hey, look.
We done.
Hey, look. That's Law the podcast.
Oh, man. That's
We got
all.
plenty more to talk about. Y'all keep
Oh,
sending
my
us this crazy
goodness.
stuff. I'm gonna knock it down. I'm telling you. All I'm saying is, Halle, man, you're 57 years old. You're too old to be falling for sex addicts. All right. Y'all stay tuned. Next week we'll be back, and then we'll get into some more crazy stuff. My name is Will Richardson.
I'm your girl, April.
Y'all know y'all can follow me, Latanya_Rich.
Memphis, get out there and go vote. All right, y'all.
Bye.
This is the Spotlight Podcast Network.